Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. Today seems to be really happy because there's so many good timelines and we are actually not in the trap of 12 to 1:30 anymore. We are getting 4:29, we are getting 1:10 and then 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time, May 6th itself, and 2:55 p.m. Lots of timelines actually, and 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time again. So I have a lot of to cover. There's one more thing. People are getting rejection under open work permit, so OWP. And I'll share the reason also why this is happening. And they've been confusion about the fee structure. Although I've covered the whole video onto it, and I'll share the link in the description box below where I have explained the step-wise step on how to fill up. However, still people are getting confused, so I'll just explain that area one more time with the screenshot what I got hold of, and then few of the cases of inland and outland and then French. And towards the end, of course, I will be discussing about the queries. Thank you so very much for writing back to me. I try to cover as many queries I can, but still, sometimes we just a matter of time and I have to work also. All right, for those who have not subscribed to my channel, highly would recommend to go and subscribe it. I have been covering a lot on immigration to Canada. These days, TR to PR pathway and CEC. Federal Skilled Worker Program I've been covering on and off. It's just that we are not getting much update, but whatever the update is there, it's under my channel. Without wasting a minute, let's dive into our first timeline over here. This is for international graduate. Now, this is very interesting case. Reason being is that this candidate is in India, and a lot of you have the same confusion. What if you plan to go to India? Now, the flights are open, and I totally can understand. Even I am getting nostalgic also. But yeah, things are what it has to be. If you see here, this applicant has applied on May 6th. It's a long timeline, so you might not be able to hear the words. So I'll just try to clear all your doubts. Now, this applicant has applied at 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time. BIL was received on September 7th and linked up the application the very same day. He got the ADR for police clearance certificate, that's on September 7th, and the very next day he got the AOR. Now, he gave the biometrics and uploaded the police clearance certificate on September 9th itself. Now, if you see here, the portal request was made on October 12th, and the very next day he has the portal credentials. He filled up all the information, updated IRCC, and then traveled outside Canada on the very same day. That's October 13th. Yes. So this person is in India right now, and he has received the ECOPR. That's on October 16th. Now, he has uploaded the photograph for PR cards resubmission request, and that's on October 22nd. Now, he linked up the PR card application in GCKey. So if you see here, he was able to get the ECOPR on October 16th, and usually it takes up to 6 weeks time period in receiving the PR card. He submitted the new photo in PR portal as a part of process, and now PR card application got approved. That was on November 3rd. He has received PR in mail. Now, since he is in India, he has received it in mail to his address in Canada, and that was on November 9th. Now, the next step is he will be arranging to get the PR card. So he probably would ask his friend or anyone, his family, to bring that up to India so he can travel. Guys, whosoever is planning to go to India or to your native country, please hold on. This is not a wise decision. It's just gonna give you tough time. So my request is, unless and until it's not important, don't plan on. However, there is a confusion that their application would get rejected or things like that. As per IRCC guidelines, they have clearly mentioned you need to be physically present at the time of application. So if you have already submitted the application while you were in Canada, you don't need to worry about the rejection. Rejection would not happen even if you are traveling, because at the time of application you were supposed to be in Canada. There've been rejection linked up with the traveling, but that was because visa officer was in doubt and was not pretty sure that you have submitted the application at the time you were in Canada. Okay, so I hope that makes sense here. Yeah, another timeline is for international graduate at 4:29 p.m. Eastern Time. He was able to link up his application on September 30th. Now, thing actually can take little time, but if you see after elections, it's kind of working pretty fast, so you don't need to worry about. There are a lot of timelines going to happen for sure, and I'll be there to discuss with you time and again. So he was able to get the PCC request, and he uploaded it on the very next day on October 1st, and that's how he got the AOR. Now there have been cases where you don't get AOR as a mandatory requirement. You might just get ECOPR without getting AOR, even without linking up your application. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Linking up is advisable because you will be able to get all kind of updates under your portal or whatsoever is going on. In case if you're not able to link up, please don't worry. I have explained the whole process. Now, this is nothing to do with you if you're not able to link up, because centralized management system has to upload, like centralized system from IRCC has to upload your application on GCMS, and if they are able to do it, you will be able to link up your application, and instantly within 2 to 3 days time period, or maybe within a week's time, you should be able to get the AOR. In case if it's more than that, like more than a week after linking the application, that again varies from application to application. Don't need to worry. Now, guys, this is the one of the easiest and fastest immigration program ever in the history. So you guys are lucky, I must say that, whosoever been able to process the application. Now, next is a ghost update. He was able to get it on October 1st and October 2nd. Thereafter, he got the pre-arrival letter, which usually candidates supposed to get, and that was on October 18th. I have explained and shared all the formats, how the letter looks like in my previous video. The link is in the description box below if you want to check how exactly the acknowledgement letters look like, the ADR, AOR, all that stuff. Another one is portal request. That was on November 7th. And 3 days later, he got the PR confirmation portal, November 10th. And November 12th, which is today, he got the photograph and address updated. So it shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 days time period. The process from portal request to ECOPR is generally taking up to 2 to 4 days time, and then another 4 to 6 weeks time period in getting the PR by mail, like PR card. Another timeline is for international graduate again. This applicant has applied at 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time on May 6th and was able to link up his application with PCC request on October 27th. The reason when I say that please try to link up your application at least once a day, because a lot of you might not be able to do it as a part of practice, and if you don't try to, you just wait, okay, let IRCC ask for the ADR, we are not going to do this. Sometimes when you link up your application, there is a requirement by IRCC for PCC, and they always give you a time lot, maybe 7 days time or 30 days time. If you don't try or give an attempt to link up your application, you might miss upon that crucial submission, and that could jeopardize your application. Yeah, the reason being is that IRCC have clearly mentioned that if you don't submit so and so document within 7 days time or 30 days time period, I'm afraid we might have to reject your application. And that's a clear reason I advise you to please try linking up at least once a day. Don't do it for more than 4 attempts, otherwise you'll be blocked by IRCC onto that portal for 24 hours. Okay, let's resume to it. AOR was received on October 28th. Medicals were passed November 5th, and then portal request November 8th, and then PR credentials, and today only he got the ECOPR. There have been a couple of mistakes and flaws in his case, but before that, I just wanted to jump onto this thing. If you see here, till October 26th, this candidate did not get any reply. He was just like you who are in the queue that, oh, we haven't received anything. So you don't need to worry about that. From October 27th till November 12th, just a matter of 15 days, and he got everything in place. So guys, this is really a target of IRCC. IRCC is not issuing any CEC. Like last 2 weeks time period, I have not experience any single case in CEC category. Federal skilled worker programs in any ways not working at the moment. And I'm sorry for those who are still in the line, but I'm hoping that once they clear the backlog for TR to PR, the next project would be, of course, federal skilled worker program, or maybe IRCC might think of coming up with something like TR to PR. As and when this happen, I'll be first to update you for sure. Now, the mistakes what has been done under this case is study permit not uploaded. You don't need to worry about. He just raised the web form, and you actually can do it in case if you have not submitted any information on time. There was a wrong spelling of the name in IMM 0008 form. That was corrected. There were no signature in his native language on the form, which is again, if you have Hindi or Punjabi, you don't need to worry about that. You don't have to write it as such. Another timeline is for international graduate again, May 6th at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Biometric was requested by email. That was on October 7th, and he was able to link up the application on the very same day. So if you see, October 7th was the day when he got the ADR also for police clearance certificate, and he did both the biometrics and PCC the very next day. Then he submitted the web form with both PCC, new medical, and pay stubs. So he submitted on October 28th. That was through web form. Okay. And then medical were passed. Of course, he saw that information under his portal. So usually you get that under your portal, that linked up portal, the update. And PR portal was done on November 8th. He replied on the very same day. And there was another second request for PR. So usually you might get that. So it's usually a technical glitch. And now he's just waiting for the ECO PR. There's one more thing. On November 10th, he has received an email from GCKey account update that documents are under review, although he has already received PR portal. So that's just an update. So there could be, things you might see that even after linking up the application, you're getting an email from IRCC to link up it again. Don't need to worry about that. There's always a technical glitch out there. And even if when you call IRCC customer support at their helpline, they will always give you the same answer that it could be a technical glitch too. Another timeline is for international graduate who has applied at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He was able to pass the medicals September 14. The next day, he got the AOR September 15, and then the biometric request on September 15th itself. The very next day, he got the update review of additional documents. So whatever the documents you submit, you tend to get the update for that too, and that exactly has happened. And then portal request after 1 month. So if you see here, he got the biometric done on September 20th, and many of you might be in the same that, oh, we have received the ADR or AOR on so and so day. Why are we not getting the update? It's just that each application has a different visa officer, and he or she will take their own sweet time. So on October 27th, got the portal request, and you can see the speed here. Portal credentials November 7th, and then November 10th, it was ECO PR. Just have to wait. Now this candidate has to wait for another couple of weeks to get the PR card by mail. So yeah. Moving on to another timeline is for international graduate with spouse who has applied at 1:58 p.m. Eastern Time. Now this was through third party like an agent. So AOR was received. Now it's not mandatory that your only agent would be receiving that. Sometimes you will be able to receive that too. Account was linked up to GCKey account, and then medical were passed, and this was then update under his portal. PCC for PA and like the principal applicant, and for spouse September 24th, and they have submitted it on September 25th with biometric. Now the PCC was received, an update on portal October 4th. So that was an acknowledgement by IRCC. So if you see here, like they've submitted it on September 24th and got the update after 10 days from IRCC. Then there was a ghost update on October 29th, and they raised the web form on November 3rd. Another ghost update on November 5th. So when we say raise the web form, sometimes when candidate is not pretty sure of the information what they have submit it at the time of application. Same goes for you. Like if you lack some information, you did not submitted the proof of your study permit cancellation or work permit or any glitch, or maybe any gap is there in personal history, so you can always raise the web form after getting the AOR. Now he called up the IRCC and get an update that his file is at Whitehorse visa office, and that was on November 9th. The very next day he got another ghost update. So you can also check with IRCC if you want to. That would definitely not gonna jeopardize your case, but yeah, sometimes it kind of trigger the bell, and it probably could speed up the case. Here, we got the portal email for both principal applicant and spouse. That was on November 11th, and he's just waiting for the ECOPR. That likely to happen maybe in a day or two, since it's Friday today. So probably by Monday, latest by Monday, he should be able to receive the um, ECOPR. Now, in case if you don't receive the ECOPR for your spouse, that it may take another couple of days. You can start proceeding with your thing, right? You just start working for your PR card, and then you will get the request for PPR for your spouse, and that's how you have to send it for stamping. And then the next process is just she should be here in case it's it for the outland spouse. Okay, this is the I'll be covering more on other timelines very soon. Let's talk about this rejection here. For those who are not able to read it, this is a rejection letter under work permit, open work permit under TR to PR pathway. So it says that based on your application and accompanying documentation that you have provided, I have carefully, that's a visa officer, I have carefully considered all information and I'm not satisfied that you meet the requirements of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act and regulations. Your application as requested is therefore refused. Now, first thing that in case if your open work permit is likely to get expired in next 4 months, please try to apply during that time only. Another is your application for an open work permit under TR-PR pathway has been assessed as you have not submitted applicable fees. You're not eligible for an open work permit under this public policy. So if you see here that there've been a paucity in terms of fees. So that was the thing. I'll just share the screenshot of here. This is a screenshot of the payment. If you see this candidate has submitted Canadian dollar 155. So most of you might have confusion. It says 255, some says 155. The actual fees for TR to PR pathway is 155, and I have covered a whole video, like step by step. If you go under this, I'll just explain you. Now this is the video, and I'm sharing the link in the description box below again. So if you would like to know more about the open work permit, how to apply for open work permit, so you can go and click on this link. I've covered a whole video onto it, like how to go about it. So that will probably give you more clarity on it. But for the time being, if you see that the processing fee is 155 for an open work permit for TR to PR. My God, this is, yeah, TR to PR pathway, if your work permit is not expired at the time of applications. Now, few applicants have made the payment of $355 also, thinking of that, they might have to restore the status of work permit. So visa officer has refunded them like additional $200, and because the actual fees is 155. So in this case, if you see that maybe the candidate has applied too early, so the visa officer would reject your application if they've been less in terms of pricing. Well, honestly speaking, for TR to PR, as I said, that it's one of the best immigration program you ever have. I even have seen in the history of immigration, because here, even if your fees is incomplete, visa officer is asking you to submit that. So that's really good. Now, this is one of the example here that under open work permit, his application was simply refused because he paid $155 instead of 255 because his condition was entirely different. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so timeline for international graduate with two dependents. This applicant is applied on May 6th at 12:19 p.m. Eastern Time. AOR was received on October 27th, and then PCC request was done on October 9th itself. Now, there was an approval, of course, the application approval on November 4th, and portal request was done on November 5th itself. ECOPR was received on November 9th. So this is for two dependents. So if you see here that this is pretty good, and till October 26th, he was not able to receive any response from IRCC. And after that, it's just a matter of 10 to 15 days time period. So guys, it could be any time for you for sure. Moving on to another timeline is for Stream B with Outland Spouse. This applicant is applied on May 6th at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Medicals were passed, so you would usually see that information usually under a portal that October 20th. Link up the application and ADR for PCC for both principal applicant and spouse was done on October 22nd. Now he submitted this PCC via web form, like web portal, and when he contacted IRCC on November 7th, if you see here on November 7th, he got a reply via email because he did not receive, if you see here, he did not receive any acknowledgement from IRCC after submitting the PCC. So a lot of you might get panic, and which is very normal, natural, of course. So that's how he called up IRCC to ask about the status, and that's what they got. I got the whole letter, but I'm just giving you the overview, what exactly it says. In order to respond to the high volume of inquiries related to the situation in Afghanistan, we have shifted resources in our client support center and are responding to priority inquiries only. So that was, he got the reply. Another timeline is for international graduate French stream. This application was done on June 25th. I am afraid I don't have the time. But if you see, apart from international graduate, if you have applied under stream A or stream B or under French category, you may get, even if you have applied around June. Okay. So this is really good because the number of applications are comparatively less than that of international graduate of general category. AOR was received on October 20th and ECOPR was received on October 26th. PR card got approved and then it was mailed. And if you see here, the PR card was received on November 10th. So the PR card was mailed on November 5th itself. And if you see, ECOPR was done on October 26th. So on an average, it took him almost like 15 days time period in receiving PR card from the stage of ECOPR. Another timeline is for international graduates at 1-2 p.m. Eastern Time. Got the AOR October 7th, and before that, like till October 6th, there was not even a single response from IRCC. And so goes, like ADR was done on the very same day. A month later, got the portal request, that's on November 7th, and then portal credentials were done on November 8th itself. And if you see, ECOPR was received on November 10th. This is another timeline for international graduate at 2:43 p.m. Eastern Time. And biometric instruction letter, usually you get to conduct the biometric, that's October 28th. And then he's received the AOR October 29th. Portal request November 9th. And then the ECOPR was done on November 12th. This was all the timelines. Now let's dive into, queries, what you have. Um, all right. I really appreciate your feedback, dear Hardbuck. Thank you so very much for writing back to me. Okay, another is for hello. You're doing such a wonderful job. I have a question for you. While paying for TR to PR, I didn't pay the spouse biometric fees as she has it already. But after a couple of days, I did pay the fee and upload the web form. So is there any impact on my file? I'm worried. Please reply. Although I'm going to address all of you one by one, but just wanted to clarify so that it could help a larger audience over here. So you don't need to worry about it. In case if you already done the biometrics first, you don't have to redo it. Now, in case if you have already submitted the fees, that money would be refunded to you. So you don't need to worry about that too. Hi, I have a quick question. I've applied in IG English stream and my IELTS bands were good for the requirements of CLB 5, but I was not happy with my writing score. Okay, my TRF number remains same. It's my result. Writing got changed to 6.5 from 5.5. Is it okay if I receive new TRF2 afterwards, but my TRF was valid at the time? So some of you have submitted the IELTS with the low score, but it's valid score. And if you want to redo it, like if you are applying it again and just for the sake of yourself, and now you have to update it, you definitely can do that. As and when you receive the AOR, you can resubmit it. So there is no harm in. I wouldn't recommend that, because if your IELTS was valid at the time of application and you're all good to go, you're doing it as a favor for yourself. So you don't have to just tamper with your application, because that's going to unnecessarily, linger on the processing time period. I hope that makes sense. All right. So, hi, ma'am. I have uploaded T4 2019-20 and last six pay stubs for year 2021 under TR to PR essential non-healthcare stream. Is it fine? Or the CIC would ask me for more income proof. You don't need to worry about, because you've already submitted enough proof to IRCC. You should be all good. Uh, I was wondering how can I contact them. I tried to call them, but I didn't transfer my call, hang it up. Well, you can always try on their customer care number. It's 1-888-242-2100 from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's the best time to get hold of. Try to do it early in the morning, like Eastern time. If you're in mountain time like me, try doing it like maybe 6 in the morning. My 6 in the morning, like mountain time. So yeah. All right. This is another query. I have a question. I got a refusal for my US visitor visa initially, but later on my visa got approved. Okay. I forgot to mention it in the IMM forms. I have not received my AOR yet. Can you please guide me what I can do so my file does not get rejected? Sarthak, you don't need to worry about that. The IRCC would ask you to resubmit the information if it's required. And even if you don't get the request, I would highly recommend you to raise the web form once you receive the AOR. You can actually do it now also before doing it, like before getting the AOR. Although IRCC have clearly mentioned that don't send any document because we are not going to accept any unsolicited document, but this will not do any harm to your application. So you can certainly try doing that. But again, you don't have to worry about it. This is just a minor thing. So, and people are getting PCOPA very easily. So just wait for the AOR and yeah. I have applied for Roop Singh. By background check is updated, it's not applicable. What does that mean? Sometimes there could be a technical glitch. So yeah, don't need to worry about it. I left my country at the age of 17 since immigration was asking for PCC for a place you have stayed in for more than 6 months from the age of 18. Does this mean I do not need PCC from my country because I left at the age of 17? Yes, you don't need to submit the PCC. Any country wherever you have resided for more than 6 months, you definitely have to provide the PCC, but at or after the age of 18 only. So you're all good. So I'll be covering all your queries one by one, guys. So I hope this is, otherwise it's gonna take 1 hour in doing this. I hope this makes sense. And in case if you like this video, please subscribe. And till then, take care and enjoy your weekend. Bye.